Hey guys, this is Golden IDS, and welcome to the next episode of Let's Play Xenosaga, episode 2. I was going to say De Villagers Am Act, but it's not. It's Jenseits von Good and Böse. Anyway, we're going to go through a few cutscenes here, and I'm going to warn you that some of these are fairly awful. This one is one of the worst cutscenes I've seen ever, so I'm going to talk over it. Or along with it, anyway. But yeah, this is Canaan in the present day.
Canaan. This brings our total loss count to 127. I'd say that's a new record.
By loss count, I'm pretty sure he means the connection loss that they keep experiencing at that point in the dream.
I remember the first time as if it was yesterday. My son was born the next day.
Sounds very happy about it. Or no, he doesn't.
How old is he now?
Got no emotion.
He starts junior high next month.
Like, both of these characters have
I
no
see.
emotion. It's appalling, so that's why I'm talking over the top of it.
It's gotta be that shadow.
After 127 times of
Think about
analysing it, I mean,
Its influence severs your data link every time.
yeah, 127 times he's dived in and seen this, and only now is he starting to have this discussion with him. Sounds like you need a better psychiatrist, or whatever the hell these people are. Stupid. Really, this is just
Canaan,
needless
it's
scene.
a summons from Representative Helmer. Could you go ahead and report today's results while you're there?
No.
I'm not your secretary, you know.
But you're going there anyway, and it's your results.
Today is my son's birthday.
Why did we need that? Random conjecture. This whole scene doesn't make any sense and fits together so poorly. It's absolutely awful. But yeah, here's Representative Helmer.
I see. That's unfortunate, but I suppose it can't be helped.
I understand that it's data concerning the Miltian conflict. Is it really that important?
Yes, it is. The truth behind the conflict lies buried within it. The one who entrusted that data to you was a subordinate under my command. I had sent him in on an independent investigation.
Yes, Jin. Whatever happened to him?
I thought you were a model with suppressed emotions. Don't tell me you're concerned about him.
I'm just curious. He is the one who saddled me with this nuisance after all.
Don't worry about him. He's left the military. I hear he's doing fine. Now, I have another job I'd like you to undertake. Have a look at this. The 100 series Realian prototype Momo will be executing a dive into her subconscious domain at the Administration Bureau. I'd like to request your assistance.
What's the timeline?
I've been notified that our people have just now descended from orbit and landed at the spaceport. I'd be obliged if you could go and pick them up.
Sounds to me like there's more to it than that.
We've noticed a rise in recent activity from both the UTIC organization and the immigrant fleet. I think in times like these, it pays to take precaution.
Understood.
And that was another bad scene. Here we're going to get introduced to the religious space pope. And their religion. This is where we first get introduced to Ormus. And or Jella, I think she's named. Her name is. I forget. Oh, listen to that synth.
Your Holiness, I have news concerning the matter of the Y data. Chief Inquisitor Margulis wishes to convey the details to you directly.
Very well.
Your Eminence, it is an honor to be in your presence.
Spare me your platitudes. I understand that the Realian in possession of the Y data has fallen into the hands of the Kukai Foundation. I trust you have an explanation for this?
Yes, Holiness. It is true that the 100 series prototype that holds the Y data is currently in the custody of the Kukai Foundation. Or rather, the Second Miltian government. However,
I trust you understand the significance of the situation.
according to the URTV albedo, the Y data is secured by a form of high-level protection, only accessible at the UMN Control Center on 2nd Miltia. Hence, the current situation. Preparations for our next move are already underway.
Margulis. I've heard that the recent offensive against 2nd Miltia was the result of Cardinal Heinlein's manipulation of the Federation's military's upper ranks. What do you know of this?
I am afraid I possess no intimate details of that. I would presume that all of the Cardinal's decisions are made in the organization's best interest.
Your words. I would imagine it is safe for me to trust them.
I have sworn fealty to your holiness. I would never allow myself to be manipulated by ancient dogma.
Very well. Our fleet is considering an invasion of the demilitarized zone in the near future. I sincerely hope that you will not disappoint me.
I understand, your holiness. I vow to deliver you good news.
Margulis.
Holiness?
I don't like that URTV. It reminds me of someone vulgar. Be sure you remember that.
As you wish. They get suspicious when they get old. The weaker they are, the louder they bark. Pellegrini, what's your status?
Everything is proceeding smoothly. I have Herman and Richard pursuing the target as we speak.
As this is an independent Inquisitor operation, I'm granting you permission to use the ES Issachar.
ES? You mean those 1,000-year-old relics? Do they still work?
The ES is equipped with the Vessel of Anima.
The Vessel of Anima.
The Vessel of Anima was discovered at the same time as the Zohar. Its power rivals the military might of an entire star system. Handle it with care. We can't afford for it to get damaged, particularly after the effort it took to restore it.
Understood.
21. And now we're back with our main characters. Hasn't it been a while?
R&D report. File number 026643.
This is Shield.
The anti-Gnosis battle android, Cosmos, while undergoing startup and field testing on board the Federation cruiser Woglinde, awoke during a Gnosis attack on the fleet. She initiated autonomous mode, even though that mode was still sealed, and has been fully operational ever since. Cosmos is acting under her own volition. However, there are many unstable elements in her emotional program, and further improvements will be required. After the escape from the Woglinde, we were rescued by the Elsa, a Kukai Foundation cargo ship. We are presently descending into 2nd Miltia in order to turn Cosmos over to Vector's 2nd R&D division. Furthermore, while en route to Miltia, we took the 100 series observational Realian prototype, Momo, into custody. During this time, we were pursued by the UTIC organization and an individual called Albedo. Albedo's tenacious attack brought about the appearance of the Song of Nephilim and Proto-Merkaba. Cosmos' actions allowed us to overcome these crises. I believe this series of actions by Cosmos has been greatly influenced by her black box components left behind by the late Kevin Winnicott. This will likely become a major focus of our future research. Report author, Shion Izuki, Chief Engineer. Cosmos Development Project General Operations, Vector Industries, 1st R&D Division.
For some reason that cutscene always gives me the shivers. Well, there we go.
It's so good to be alive.
Yeah, no kidding. For a while there, I was kind of worried. But somehow we made it back.
I'm telling you, the crazy stuff the Chief pulls always keeps me on edge.
What are you saying? You make it sound like it was all my fault.
Oh, that's not what I meant. Hey, Cosmos! Thank goodness you were there. Man, you really saved us.
That was the worst conversational change ever.
Thank you very much. I am happy to be of service.
And there's another voice change. Cosmos and Shion.
Hey, we're gonna head over to the government office now. What are you all gonna do, Shion?
Well, we need to hand over Cosmos. I think I'll wander over to Vector's 2nd Division. Is that alright with you, Cosmos?
Acknowledged. That will not be a problem.
I see. Well, I guess you gotta do your job. You're gonna be here for a little while, right? Hey, maybe we can have some fun later.
That'd be great. I'll show you around this place, Momo.
Thanks. I'm looking forward to it.
All right, then. Shall we, Cosmos?
Please excuse us. Goodbye.
What the? Hey, Chief! Wait up!
You start walking with it. Ugh. He's so pathetic, and it's.
I suppose we should get going too.
Sorry. Could you wait just a little while?
But anyway,
I'm going to report what's happened to the subcommittee.
We're going to get a nice little bit of information here about
that Dr. Mizrahi
about Ziggy.
has also arrived at Milsha as well. If you have a message for her.
Really? Mommy's here?
Yes.
Please let her know that I'm looking forward to seeing her.
Got it. I'll pass it along.
But yeah, we're going to get some information about Ziggy's past. And possibly his future too.
All right. Continue your assignment until the delivery is complete.
Acknowledged. Dr. Mizrahi.
Yes, Jenseits. Is there something else?
I am currently Ziggurat 8.
So it appears.
Momo is looking forward to seeing you.
I see. I too welcome your arrival.
You know, it almost sounds like she's scared to meet her.
Eavesdropping is not a very admirable pastime.
Say, old man, how about upgrading to a modern carbon-based body? I bet. If we applied combat Realian technology, we'd see some serious results.
There's no need to play around with extending my lifespan.
Sure about that? I bet Momo would be happy if you lived longer.
I'll pass, thanks. I have no desire to prolong things.
All right. You know who to call if you ever change your mind.
Yeah, very interesting about Momo and Ziggy and Yuli. Anyway, this is the criminally awful music, which was composed by Shinji Hozo. Now, he's done a lot of other really good compositions, and actually he's done a lot of other good music, but when explaining what went wrong for this particular thing, he basically tried to make the music sound completely different from the orchestral counterpart, and in fact this music could have run on a PS1, it was so primitive. By primitive I mean how it was designed, and sadly that was just the design choice that was taken, and I don't think, I used to obviously blame him, but after reading the article I don't hold that much beef against him. Anyway, we're in the spaceport after just surviving Xenosaga Episode 1, so we should say yes to him, I guess, and talk to a strange woman who's the first time. The air is fresh, which is bizarre considering there are flying cars and everything. You'd think there'd be other fresh planets, and this isn't one of them. Well, they're not flying because there was kind of nearly... like, no one seems to be aware of what just happened, like a massive thing fired a laser. I mean, it did fire a laser and destroyed a lot of stuff, so you'd think there'd be panicking, but everyone seems to be fine. Which I guess is what happens in the age of technology, maybe. Anyway, that's letting you know about a certain side quest we'll be doing later on. Yeah, so he was talking about that, but I don't know how anyone got back there, because their ships just got turned into salt. Blocks of salt. Maybe that was just the a design choice again, of how it looked. Maybe they did survive. See, I guess they weren't told much. In this kind of day and age, has censorship got on hold? Because that's a... you know, with the censorship that's been going through recently, it would make sense if, you know, the government had censored nearly everything to the flow of information. Which would make sense, actually. This game does this series of games does bring up a few things about the idea of censorship. Not like full, oh, censorship in your face. It's all very subtle about censorship. Anyway, here's the worst side quest of the game. Captain Matthews has a massive debt, and by massive debt, I mean a couple of million, and you can't get money in this game easily. You have to sell him items. You can't buy items. So basically, there are a few tricks to get you to get this, and it all involves you having a lot of money. So stealing a lot of the same item from one person and selling it for a lot of money. Anyway, the drama series is just a comic book, and the other one just explains what's going on. I'm pretty sure we don't have a database in this game, so there'll be no explanations of terms and stuff. But anyway, I'll see you in the next part. We will do more. This is a fairly naff part in terms of what we've got covered, and hence why it took so long to get out. The next part won't take anywhere near as long. Anyway, take care all. Bye bye.